What's up, guys, and welcome back to Project Z Garage. Today we're going to be working on swapping out the RW Carbon, well, technically the stock diffuser on the BMW F10 535i, and we're going to be swapping it out for this here, our carbon fiber rear diffuser from RW Carbon. This is not the really aggressive one. This is so that we can get the double slots to fit our new exhaust system. Remember, we're going for a OEM plus look, so it's not too aggressive, as you can see, but I think it's a nice subtle look, and it's gonna look pretty nice on the car. You know, nothing too crazy, really nice. If you guys are interested in this, or maybe the more aggressive one, you can go to our Carbon website. I'll put a link to the description. I will put a link in the description below. I do have a discount code there too, so you guys can save some money and check it out. But we're going to try it out. Hopefully we don't have to take the bumper off. I really don't want to take the bumper off, so we're going to do some exploration underneath the car and see what we could take off, what we need to take off, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by removing these little press-in clips. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 push-in clips, and then we have 3 10mm little screws down here. So we'll remove that. That'll get this undercover off so that we can look inside and see what we need to do to remove this stock rear diffuser. I'm a little worried that we might have to take the bumper off to put the new one on, because I think we might, you know, to get the best fit and, you know, fit and finish, we might need to, you know, add some screws on the top to hold the sides in. We'll see how it fits without it, and then we'll see how it fits with it. I want to get the best fit for this setup. If you guys are interested, I have this really cool, I got this off of Amazon, so if you guys are interested, I got this cool little 1/4-inch drive toolkit. I'll link one of our affiliate links down below from Amazon if you guys are interested in it. But it's a cool little toolkit to have in the car if you need to do any, you know, work, you know, disconnecting the battery, especially if you have to get into that back tray. You need a socket or something to unscrew the little plastic clips to get that back tray off. But let's get to work. Let's work on these little pins. I should just use my ratcheting arm. And it's always good to have a little tray to put these screws in. Well, let me go grab one of those real quick, and then we can continue taking this off. Oh wow, these are in. They really make sure these things are in. Ah, my assistant. A little rusty on the top. Yeah, you know what? I'll put the wire wheel on the ends of those, clean it up, so it'll be easier to put back after we're done. Maybe spray with some WD-40. Real rusty. Okay, we got that off. Now let's get these clips off. This is also a good thing to have. It's a little pry tool, so you can get under these clips. I mean, you can use a flat screwdriver, but this is definitely a lot easier and probably better to save the clips. There we go. Look how nice that fits. Wow, this is already got oof. Maybe we should have left those screws in and do these first. I didn't think it was going to be so loose afterwards. But, hey, makes our life easier. Look at that. Wow, look at all the dust. Don't want to scratch the paint. Wow, that is dirty. Oh my god, that's a lot of dust. It literally filled up my little parts tray there. Alright, now we can look under here, see what we have to do to get this diffuser off. Let's see, it's got some. Well, guys, I mean, I think the best option is to take the bumper off to do this, because a lot of the clips are blocked by the crash bar or whatever, the impact bar and behind the bumper. So I don't want to just start pulling on it and damage something in case we need to reuse it, or you know, or replace it at some point. So I think our best option is probably to remove the bumper cover, and then we can, you know, work on getting the diffuser off. But if you can see in the corners there's a little piece of plastic, which is the push-in part that slides into the bumper, and that's what clips and gets it to firmly sit in the bumper, so it's, you know, like the fitment, so that the fitment is the best, you know. So I'm sure that's really tight, and trying to maneuver around the exhaust tips and everything else is going to be hard. So you know what, let's work on getting this bumper cover off then. Alright guys, so we got to get the bumper off, so we got to get some of this inside liner or trim out of here. So just to make life easier and easier for us to figure out what has to come off, let's take this piece off here. As you can see, we have two, I believe they're 10mm plastic nuts that hold the rear partial tray in here. Yep. So we'll just loosen that up. It's crazy, if you don't have a 10mm, you're not able to get to your battery, any of those connections. So take those off. There we go. Two plastic 10mm. We'll just put that in the side there. And now you can just lift this up and get this out of here. Try to do this one-handed. Voila. All right, let's see what we can see. I think we want to get this plastic piece off here. And I believe we have to get these off too. But let's take a look. Maybe we might not have to. I mean, this looks like the bumper stops here, so we probably don't have to take this inside piece off. But if I remember correctly, these pieces have to come off. Question is, how does this come off? You know what? Let me get a plastic pry tool, and we'll try to get those off. Yeah, if you get a pry tool under there, you have to pull it, pop this top up. It has this little piece. I think I just snapped that piece off, but Yeah, so that pulls out, and then you have two little pieces that push down in there. So we can get that off. It looks like that looks pretty small. That looks like maybe an 8. Let's see. Maybe it's an 8 or 7. Nope, it's an 8. So 8mm. Take that off on each side. So let's work on doing that. So it looks like maybe we didn't need to take that interior piece off, but it's always good to know how to remove that. And we got an extension. Alright guys, on each side of the bumper, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but we have one 8mm bolt there, one right there, and then another one there. Those three have to come out on each side, and then we should be able to start pulling this bumper out. I put some blue tape here just so we don't scratch up the rear quarter panels as we're pulling on the bumper. So let's get to work, get that done, and then start seeing if we can get this bumper off. Alright guys, we got all the screws out. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull here. Oh, there goes one pop. Let's see if this comes out now. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Now it's a good idea to get a second person to hold the other side of the bumper so that we can ease it out and put it down on the ground. We might need to put something if the lines aren't long enough, but we'll see how it goes right now. Alright guys, so we got it off. Yes, we got it off. Definitely got a lot of dirt back here that I need to clean up. Right here is, I don't know if you see right there, is where this was clipped on. So we're gonna have to put that back. I just took it off so that we can get it on the ground and move it a little further away. Now you can see all these little clips that have to come out all the way around. But I'm gonna clean the inside of the bumper first, and then we'll start prying those off and you know, getting it ready for the new piece. Guys, so it's so much easier to do it with the bumper off. All you have to do is push down on the tabs and they pop out. The hardest ones are the ones at the very end here. These are gonna be the hardest to get out, but just pushing these in got me 90% the way there. So let's get you. Oh, there we go. So it's just this one here that's giving me a hard time. But I think I got most of it off. Alright, let's get this one. Let's see if this one will come out if I flex the bumper a little. Man, this one does not want to come out. The other side already came out. Maybe if I flex it together. Ah, there we go. Yay. There we go. We got that piece off. Now let's try to get the other piece on. Alright guys, I just laid the carbon fiber piece in just to see how it looks. Doesn't look too bad. Definitely needs, we're gonna have to adjust some stuff. The tabs aren't like the stock tabs like this where it has a little like angle piece to grip on. So I think once it pushes in, we might have to put some screws in the tabs just to hold it in place where we like it, just to get the perfect fitment. Because I really don't want any pieces like sticking out. Like right now it's just sitting there. But once we push it all the way in, I'll see how it looks. And I'll show you guys what we came. Alright guys, we got the carbon fiber diffuser on. I have to say it was a little bit more of a pain in the butt than I thought it was going to be. I had to shave some of the tabs down so it fit better. It's not 100%. I would say it's 95% good. Just to show you, I had to put these screws in to hold them in place. I mean, the good thing is you definitely need two people. One person holding the diffuser in and then drilling the holes and then putting the screws in, but at least this way you get the fitment you want. So that's all good. Now we're gonna put it back on the car and then we'll get a closer look so you can see what type of fitment we got out of it. Alright guys, so we got the bumper back on. Just slid it back the same way we took it off. Here's the diffuser. I still have to put in that little under tray piece there. You didn't need to take, you didn't need to take anything out in here. We just had to take out these side pieces. So future knowledge, you don't need to do that. 8mm on that side. I gotta tighten that all up. Fitment, honestly the fitment, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it could have been better. I mean, you have to take the bumper off. There's no way you're gonna do this with the bumper on and it fitting halfway decent. The tabs don't have those little end pieces to clip in. It's also carbon fiber, so you know the tabs are kind of a little wonky, I guess, when they did it. So it could be just this one, maybe other ones fit better. I think we got 8 out of 10 on the fitment. It's not sticking out too much, as you can see. It does need a good washing. You can see the little dust when I was sanding it, but other than that, it's not too bad. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up this install. We put the 3 8mm screws on that side, 3 8mm screws on that side. Last thing to do, let's close the trunk, see how everything looks. Alright guys, I actually had to take the bumper back off because the center was touching because it didn't slide under properly. But now we have the correct spacing. As you can see, everything looks great now. Everything fits a lot better now. I was wondering why I had to force it so much. But, you know, when you make a mistake, take it back apart and do it again, you know. So, there we go. Like, I'm starting to really dig it. I think it's gonna look really good when we put the quad tip exhaust on it from Magnaflow. If you don't see that right there, that's being used as a shelf right now. But it looks good. Can't wait to get the rest of the stuff on the car. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you liked the video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll put the link to the website and my discount code if you're interested in getting one of these diffusers or any other carbon fiber part for your BMW F10 or other. Alright guys, catch you in the next one.